are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. He will be here in just a few minutes. So it's just me for the moment, but he will be here eventually. He's just running a couple minutes late. But before we get into, but for today, a nice NHL slate, about 5 games. We get a decent NBA slate. We got some college basketball as well. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday, what went right, what went wrong in the world of sports betting. We went 3-3 in college basketball. Eastern Michigan Toledo under 166 was a winner. NC State -9 was a loser. Western Michigan Ohio under 147 was a loser. Miami Akron under 139 was a loser. Kentucky Vanderbilt under 144.5 was a winner. UNC and Syracuse under 150 was a winner. I watched the end of that Syracuse game, that Syracuse at UNC game, and there were some interesting things that happened in that game. UNC was up 4. Syracuse went down. They shot. They missed. UNC got the rebound with 0.8 seconds left. Now, the spread of the game was 4.5. It was a 4-point game at that moment, and they had 2 foul shots. And the announcer says, well, these are very important foul shots for some. And then after he missed the first one, he was like, sometimes the hook will get you. And he missed both, and Syracuse covers. I thought that was hilarious. And then the other announcer said that might be a bad beat. I just thought that was hilarious that they're starting to mention, they're throwing little tidbits out there. And I thought that was cool. So 3-3 in college basketball last night, down 0.21 units, so about a break-even night in college basketball there. The NBA, I swept the board. Indiana Pacers, never in doubt. They totally weren't down 22 points and had to come all the way back. And, hey, they won outright. I don't care. It works. So I'll take it. I'll take that for sure. Pacers plus 110 was a winner. And the New York Knicks plus 3. Bing bong. They went outright. So 2-0 in the NBA last night. Nice little slate. I already have 5 plays locked in for the NBA today. I like the slate. So let's continue to have good times in the NBA, because it's not actually been half bad for me this season. In the NHL, 3-5-1, a disappointing day. All I really needed for a winning hockey day was 1 third-period goal from the Blackhawks. We'll get into that, though. Florida-Pittsburgh over 6.5 was as easy as it gets. That cashed in the first period. What is a night of hockey without an overtime loss? I seriously feel like I'm hitting 30% on overtime games. I lost another one last night. Philadelphia, I had them plus 127. They went all the way down to plus 110, and they lose in overtime. Yep. So that was a loser. It was 1-1 with about 10 minutes to go in the Boston-Montreal game, and I pushed the total there. It was 2-2 with like 4 minutes to go. I thought, okay, we'll be able to get this total. They're going to go to overtime. Nope. Boston scores a goal with about 3.5 to go. Scored an empty net goal with about 40 seconds to go. Push the total. That should have been a winner. That should have been a winner. Buffalo Sabres was as easy as it gets. Got a little bit hairy, but was still pretty easy. Nice little winner with Buffalo there. Winnipeg, no. That was a loser. An absolute no-show from the Arizona Coyotes. That was brutal. Blackhawks money line was a loser. Team total over 2.5 was a loser, but the full game over 1. So I got a little bit back last night from that, but 3-5-1 down 2.44 units. That was not the way I wanted to end the night there. It started off 2-1-1 and then ended off 1-4 in the NHL. So brutal end to the night there. 8-1 down 1.30 units yesterday. So not a huge loss, but we'll head into today, hoping to make it a little bit better. Good morning, Crystal. Bruins minus 1.5, never in doubt. Yep. Sabres money line, Avs and reg. There you all go. The over in the Pens game was the easiest win. If only they were all that easy, right? Morning, Nick. Where's Timmy? He'll be here in just a couple minutes. He texted me saying that he's going to be a couple minutes late. Bruins money line /under/ Pasternak anytime goal cashed again. Wow. Did you get a 6.5 with the Bruins game? Or did you get a 6? Because I'm assuming with that you got a 6.5, which, yeah. Sabres day was split. Blues over in TNT. And Kyrou over with the – there you go. Can you share the sheet? Tim will, and when he gets here. Be home in 8 minutes. There you go. Tim will be here in 8 minutes. Morning, happy McDavid shots on goal over day. I can see that. We'll get into that game in a little bit here, but we have a 5-game NHL slate for today. Claxton 3 blocks back on it. I am on the under in that Nets game. I am on the under in the Nets and the Sixers. We'll get into that game in just a little bit. We are going to kick it off here on the ice. We have 5 games. Kicking it off here, the New York Rangers are at the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Leafs are minus 155 home favorites. Total is 6 in this game. This shocked me to see that this line opened up at a minus 150 for the Leafs. It's actually gone up a little bit too. It opened up around 150. It's up to 155. I have this game projected close to a pick'em. I have this game actually projected 2.95 to 2.87 in favor of New York in this game. I'm on the Rangers in this spot. I got them at plus 136. I want to say plus 136 or plus 137. This is a New York team that has been playing pretty well as of late and is expected to get back on track here a little bit. They are now 3rd in the Metro Division. New Jersey and Carolina are tied. Carolina having a game in hand. This Rangers team, though, they're coming in off of a very impressive 6-2 win over Florida. Their only losses the last 3 games was against the Boston Bruins, and they've won 7 of 10. So this team is starting to play better. They're starting to move on up. Now, Toronto has been playing well as well. They've won 3 of the last 4 games. They're coming in off of an impressive 5-2 win over the New York Islanders after an overtime loss against Montreal. And looking at the spot for me, though, this is just way too big of a line here to be fading the Rangers, especially if we're going to get Igor in net. I mean, I'm always interested in the Rangers at a nice plus price tag of this rate. So this is a spot here where I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to grab New York here, money line. We're on that plus 135, plus 138 mark against Toronto. Add me for 8 minutes. He's on an absolute heater. Oh, McDavid, yeah. McDavid's McDavid. He's the best player in hockey, and we're not really debating it. True. Like Rangers, there we go. I'll catch the replay. Got to get back to work, but I'm on the Islanders. Yep. The Rangers. Yep. And Rangers and under. There you go. Kraken puck line and over in CBJ. All right. Well, it doesn't look half bad there. It doesn't look half bad. We'll move on here. The Ottawa Senators are hosting the New York Islanders. The Senators are now up to minus 125 favorites, total 6 in this game. I have the wrong team favored, and I get it. The Islanders have struggled as of late. They've looked pretty bad, but they still got a pretty significant goalie edge in this one here with Sorokin over Talbot. Even if it was Varlamov, they would have the goalie advantage in this game. I have this game projected 3.09 to 2.78 in favor of the Islanders. The Islanders have struggled offensively as of late, though. But I did grab them at plus 104. I think this is one of those spots where this is a good get-right spot for them. They're going to start playing a little bit lesser of competition going forward. They need to start winning games against teams like this. Because we have the Islanders. Their schedule coming up before the All-Star break is Ottawa, Detroit, and then Vegas to end it. And then coming out of the All-Star break, they don't have a terrible schedule where they're at Philadelphia. They have Seattle at home, but Vancouver at home, at Montreal, and Ottawa at home before they get Pittsburgh, Boston, Pittsburgh, Winnipeg. So coming out of the break, this team has a winnable schedule for the first 6 or so games. And I could see them turning around a little bit. I'm not going to rely on them to do that, but this is a spot here where I have the wrong team favored in this game. I grabbed a little bit of New York Islanders here at plus 104. It's up to 111 now, 110. Surprised the line's moved up even more. I'm not. People are going to see that the Islanders have only won one of their last 10 games. This is a team that's won 6-3 in their last 10. So they've definitely struggled, but I see them. This is a winnable game for them against a Senators team that can struggle at times. No way I'm taking the Isles. That's fair. Kraken -1. I kind of think the dog is live in that game. And I'm not somebody who bets the Canucks very often. Or as we saw in the news the other day, I forgot which I saw a video of this on Twitter where they called them the Canucks. No, I think the Canucks are live. Sorokin is a sieve right now. Just the Islanders are not giving him any goal support. That's the problem. But anyway, this game is kind of tough. We have the Carolina Hurricanes. They're at the Dallas Stars. It's about a pick 'em. I think it's like minus 107, minus 108 for Carolina. Total 6 in this game. It opened up at 5.5. It's moved up to us. I have this game projected 2.88 to 2.85 in favor of the Hurricanes. So I think this game should be a pick 'em. To 5.72 goals. So this is a slight lean towards an under for me. This is a no play game for me. When we look at these two teams, I believe the Stars have been a pretty good under team as of late. And yeah, they've been a really good under team, but Carolina all of a sudden is an over team. 9-1 to the over their last 10 games. They're coming in off of a 5-2 win over both New York Islanders and Minnesota Wild after losing 4-3 to the Canucks. So this is a team that's playing over hockey as of late, and Dallas is playing under hockey. They've gone under in 3 straight games, 3-2 loss against Buffalo, 4-0 win against Arizona, 4-0 win against LA. So I really don't want too much to do with this game because my numbers suggest this should be a pick 'em. There's a slight lean towards an under, but it's not enough for me to go ahead and bet this game. So this would be just a fun game to watch for my Avalanche futures. Let's go Hurricanes. But for this game in a betting perspective, it's a pass for me. Trend lean Dallas ever so slightly, but I can see it too. This is a tough game, and that's why I wanted nothing to do with it here. This next one is kind of interesting. We have the Edmonton Oilers. They're minus 370 favorites against the Columbus Blue Jackets. I get it. Columbus has been really bad this year. And looking at my projected numbers for this and my projected score, I have this game projected at 3.42 to 2.62. This is with Korpisalo in net. So actually with Korpisalo, I think the under is not a terrible look. Both these teams have been trending more towards the over as of late. The Blue Jackets have gone over in 7 of their last 10. The Edmonton Oilers are 6-3-1 or 7-3 with 6.5 their last 10. So these are both teams that have been trending over the total as of late. If this is Merzlikins, I'm much more interested in the over and the Edmonton Oilers team total over. But this is a spot here where I'm not particularly too interested in this game at the moment. I feel like I kind of need Merzlikins to make a play on this game because he is a sieve, and Korpisalo is probably the reason why they didn't get blown out even more against Calgary. Korpisalo is the reason why this team went to overtime against Calgary as almost $3 dogs. So this is a spot here where I could see Columbus kind of keeping it close if Korpisalo is in net. 3.15 and 2 on the road gives me no incentive to go ahead and bet them here, even at the plus 310 price tag. But there's a spot here where I don't have too much interest in this game, unless we get Merzlikins in this spot. Then I'm a little bit more interested. But now, hello, Marco. Merzlikins. Okay. Totally. Which brings us to the last game of the night. The Vancouver Canucks, they're at the Seattle Kraken in this one here. Kraken are $1.70 favorites, total 6.5 in the spot. Now, could this be not a great spot for the Canucks because they are coming off of a back-to-back last night? Yeah, I can see that. I had this game projected 3.64 to 3.4. 7.03 goals. 7.04 goals, my bad. So I have played the over 6.5 in this game. And I'm actually interested in Vancouver in this spot. I'm looking at Vancouver's team total over 2.5. It is $1.45, but I could see them getting 3 goals in this game. What we saw last night from them was an absolute masterclass. They absolutely dominated Chicago and deserved to put up more in that game. Really, their projected goal totals was remarkable last night. They had a 5.01 expected goal differential, 6.07 to 1.06. So it's going to be Spencer Martin in that, which is going to keep me off the money line. But my numbers suggest this should be like more minus 140, minus 145 rather than minus 170. So I do see a little bit of value here in Vancouver in this spot. Am I going to be betting Vancouver? Probably not. This line has actually gone down a little bit. It's gone down to 158 now, minus 158 for the Canucks or for the Kraken. And I'm probably more interested in the team total, even at $1.45. That's probably where I'm going to be moving in this game. I do have the Canucks projected for the 3.4 goals. So I do see some value on that line. So I'm actually going to make a move on that here. Vancouver Canucks team total over 2.5 at minus 145 is an official play for me. I will be posting that up on Twitter after the show. So I'm going to look for Canucks team total over 2.5 and the full game over 6.5 for me. I like the over, me as well. Seattle has never beat the Canucks. List to, listen, early. Yeah. I saw that this morning. That the Canucks have never lost to the Kraken. Obviously, things can change. This is a much better Seattle Kraken team this year. But have they played this year? Is this the first matchup from this season? Or have they played this year? They played on, they've played twice this year already. They played on October 27th, and Vancouver won 5-4. And they played on the 22nd of December, and Vancouver won that game 6-5 in a shootout. So they've played high-scoring, exciting games. So definitely interesting here. I definitely like the over. I think they've played. Yeah, I just had to check. I didn't remember if they did or not. But yeah, this is their third time meeting. Vancouver's won both times, and the over's gone a hit both times. So I can see Vancouver in the over once again here. Last night, Hawks was a dog, now flipped. I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, I got OKC at $1.03 at plus 103. That's where I moved in that game. Skinner. Yep. They've played. Yep. Canucks came back and won last. That's right. I had the Kraken that night, and Canucks won that game. Yeah, I remember that now. I had them. They were $1.30 favorites. What's up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button. Show some appreciation. Like and share. Of course.
Good morning.
Hey, welcome to work. Thank you for showing up. Hello and good morning. If Embiid play, I just hope he doesn't get Claxton in foul trouble. Feels as you should throw your headphones. Yeah, drop some bars. No, I just took them off because if I'm wearing them when nobody else is here, I feel like I'm yelling. So
yeah, I never could do that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Notre Dame ruined my 5. What is that? Notre Dame? Is that what you're trying to say?
It's probably Notre Dame, yeah.
Yeah. Claxton. Yeah. Email.
Yeah, I'll send it. Just give me 2 seconds. Sorry, I just got home.
Yeah, and you timed it perfectly, Tim.
Oh, did I?
We're going to be looking at the Indiana Pacers. They're at the Orlando Magic in this game. We're now into the NBA. I've moved on 5 plays in the NBA, Tim. I kind of like this card.
I have a lot today.
I actually agree with your my sides actually line up with yours. So
cool.
Indiana Pacers are at the Orlando Magic. The Magic are 5.5-point favorites here. Total 232. This is not a game I got involved with. I have this game at Orlando -4, and I have this game at a 232. So I have a 0.5-point lean towards the under in this game, and I have a 1.5-point lean towards the Pacers in this game. Pacers never in doubt last night. Love to see it. But that game's a pass for me.
Yeah, I didn't. I wish I bet the Pacer game now, but no, I didn't bet it last night. I felt like I didn't need to, and I was kind of right. Both these two teams are in fade spots for me because the Pacers are on the second leg of a back-to-back after winning their first game in nine games or something like that. So it was their first win in a while. Good for them. Where the Orlando Magic are coming off of a big win versus the best team in the East, in the Boston Celtics. So for me, this one was kind of just a stay away kind of spot, maybe a lean towards an under, but nothing that I really wanted to kind of venture and go after in this one. So this one ended up being a stay away for me. And if anything at this point, I'd probably lean Pacers because I like this Magic team. They're not a team I want to lay, 5.5 points on? Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah. By the way, Tim, I mentioned it earlier in the show from last night. I watched the end of that UNC Syracuse game.
Me too.
That was a great game.
100%.
You see the comments they made when he was shooting those last free throws?
No, I didn't hear it.
Because
The
it's
spread
like,
was
yeah,
4.5.
because the spread was 4.5. They made some comments were like, wow, these are important free throws for some. And after he missed the first one, he's like, yeah, sometimes the hook will get you. And then the other person's like, wow, that's a bad beat.
Oh, I didn't even hear that part. Wow, that's awesome.
Syracuse, never in doubt, right?
We had the under, so that one worked out for us.
Oh yeah, I was watching that at the end of the game, kind of knowing that the total was going to go under, as long as it didn't go to overtime. So I was there sitting there rooting for Syracuse.
I didn't really care either way. It's a game I
did. UNC always beats Syracuse. I wanted to see something different.
It was an exciting game. That's all you could ask for.
I guess.
All right, back to the chat. Maybe an over, but no. Yeah, I'm not interested in going after this one. Boom. You're choking the Penguins? Why are you choking the Penguin? I mean, I don't like the Penguins either. My Sabres are trying to catch them, but Orlando game pass. Yup. Almost took Cuse plus 4.5. That's fair. All right, Nick, we'll head to this game, which has my best bet in it.
I have a play in this game as well. I like the total.
Good. Mine's on the side.
All right, we have the Philadelphia 76ers. They're hosting the Brooklyn Nets here. The Sixers are 5.5-point home favorites. Total of 225.5 in this game. I have this game at a 3.5, so it's a slight lean towards Brooklyn for me if I had to play a side. I'm not interested in the side. I have this game at a 220.5. I think there's 5 points of value on this under here. And that's where I end up going here with this one. Under 225.5, Philadelphia and Brooklyn.
Yeah, I leaned under. That's what I gave out on my Ballin' Out show last night. If you guys don't check that out, it premieres at 7 a.m. on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. Check out that. Anyways, yeah, my best bet of the day is on the side in this game, so I won't talk about that. I do lean towards the under. This Brooklyn team, since Kevin Durant, although they've been playing a little bit better lately, still are struggling to score. And not to mention these two defenses. It's more about the defenses. The Brooklyn Nets, 5th in the NBA. The Philadelphia 76ers, 3rd in the NBA. That's one thing is when you go through, when you go through the best defensive teams in the league, you'll notice a difference between the defensive teams, Nick, and the offensive teams. Best defenses in the league: Cleveland, Miami, Philly, LA, the Clippers, and Brooklyn. 4 out of the 5 of those are East. You go to the offense: Sacramento, Boston, Golden State, Utah, Lakers. 4 out of 5 of those are on the West.
So it's pretty simple. You bet early games under, you bet late games over, and you move on with your life.
The Western Conference games have a lot higher totals. The Western Conference games score a lot higher. That's why I'm more inclined to go under in these games than a out West game. So
yes,
I lean under. Best bets on the side.
Which I do. I do have what could be like a really ugly under later in the slate.
Cool. Don't say the Laker game. Because that.
No.
Okay, because that one would be really ugly. Bulls
no, Golden State.
Bulls let Indy come back and win last night. Shake my head. I leaned Indiana in that game.
It was great. I loved it.
Penguins didn't cover 1.5. I wish they lost outright. James Harden. I need a James Harden assist tonight, but I'm going to wait to see what I can get for the line. There you go. Pass. Nets game fair. What's up, my fellas? Nuggets plus 8. Yeah. That line makes no sense to me. I took the Nuggets plus 8 and the money line up on the site. Portland, I lean over, and Rockets. Yes, Rockets today. Oh, you lean towards the over today in the Rockets thing. Oh, I like the Rockets. Early games under, late games over. Corn in the Midwest, and never bet the Bulls. Sounds about right, Tate. Sounds about right. Let's head to the next game, Nick. And I actually do like this game too.
Yeah, the Atlanta Hawks are at the Oklahoma City Thunder. I did make a move on this game as well. Total 239 in this game. I have this game at a 238, so that's a 1 point lean towards the under. I have this game at, where's my line for that? Yeah, wrong team favored. I have Oklahoma City as a 2.5-point favorite in this game. I played OKC at plus 103. I ignored the 1.5 points. If it's 2.5, then I'll take the points. That's kind of the way I'm going to approach the NBA. If it's 2, 1.5, or 1, I'm just going to take the money line. That's just the way I'm going to approach it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Oklahoma City here at plus 103.
Yeah, unfortunately, when I put it up on the site last night, I got -1 at -110 because that was the only lines that were out, and I wanted to get that game up because I really do like the Thunder today. I don't think it matters either way whether or not you get a plus tag or minus tag. I think Oklahoma wins this game nicely. This is an Oklahoma City team that's, I believe, number 1 in money. Yes, number 1 against the spread this year. 30, 16, and 1 against the spread. So Oklahoma City's been a team that's just been making me money all year long, and I'm just going to keep riding them. I really like SGA. He's been really solid this year. I wouldn't be surprised if you can get SGA maybe like a most improved player type deal. I think he's definitely up there. I think he should definitely get considerations. I really like the Thunder in this one.
Yeah, he's looked awesome this year.
I knew money line was the only play. Penguins yesterday. I wish, man, if they would have lost, the Sabres would have been 1 game out for a playoff spot. That being said, we're only 3 points behind the Capitals with 3 games in hand. So, anyways, sorry, no Sabres talk. ECU Pirates prevailed. Yes, they did.
Yeah, that was fun. I was at the game last night. I was joking around with one of the group chats we were in, Tim, because I put small bets on these just because I was there. I'd laid 225 with the ECU Pirates just because I didn't want to lay 5 points. I just wanted to see them win, and I teased it also with the over 136.
Nice.
So I joked around. I said that. I said the money line check mark, the teaser check mark, and I got a Hawaiian shirt check mark. They had a free giveaway for ECU Hawaiian
awesome.
shirt. They look awesome. If you watch the Rangers and the Leafs video that I did last night, I'm wearing it.
Oh, I gotta check that out. There you go, man. I wish I could get one. If I would have known it was a Hawaiian shirt, I would have made the trip out. That sounds.
It was for students only.
All right, never mind. Well, I would have been able to get every NBA game has a high total besides the 76ers game. Well, welcome to the new age of the NBA where there's no longer lines in the 220s and they're all in the 230s because scores are at record highs. Like, we look at in terms of average points per game, and the lowest one is the Miami Heat, and they're averaging 108.43. That's still pretty solid.
I was going to say, and they're considered a slow-paced defensive-minded team.
A slow-paced defensive team. Yeah, defense is out the window. I'm coming back on DeJounte Murray. You get it. Bucks aren't beating the Nuggets by 8. I don't see it, man. Too many points in my opinion. I think Nuggets went outright. In that one. So I agree with you. The only thing that line is telling me is that is that Nikola Jokic might not play, but he's not on the injury report, so that line makes no sense to me.
Yeah, and Tim, looking at it, I'm looking at the league trends here for games that do not go to overtime, because when games go to overtime, they're 40-7 to the over, 85%, whatever. Overall this season, these totals are up really high, but games that don't go to overtime are 326 and 338, 49.1% towards the over, 50.9% towards the under.
Yeah, because the books have adjusted.
Of course.
I gave out ECU, Penguins, and Sabres yesterday. All winners, never in doubt. There you go. Oklahoma City all day. You get it. Well, Nick was at the ECU game. Yeah, maybe 2. Yeah, maybe over in that game. All right, that's fair. Murray isn't on the injury report either. I just look. Yeah, that makes no sense to me that it's at an 8. I took the money line too. Well, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we had the Milwaukee Bucks. They're hosting the Denver Nuggets. Total of 232. They're 8-point favorites in this game, which, yes, makes no sense. I was going to ask this because I did bet this game. I did take the Nuggets in the points. My number for this one was a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a game where I was going to ask you, is Jokic playing? Is Murray playing?
Should be.
Is Porter playing?
I don't know about Porter because he still is dealing with the personal thing. But even with that, if Murray and Jokic are in, that makes no sense. Because they're saying essentially that on a neutral field, Miami's the team that's 5 points better than the Nuggets. And the Nuggets have the better record. Granted, the Bucks have been injured all year. The Bucks are fully healthy now, minus Porter or Portis, I think is the only main injury on that team. So I'm not. They're pretty much healthy at this point.
Yeah, on a neutral.
The line makes no sense to me. I'm on the Nuggets.
It makes no sense. On a neutral court, I have this as Nuggets minus 1.5.
Yeah, Nuggets are the better team. I'll end up probably getting burned when they announce something going on, but I'll take the Nugget. I'll take my shots with the Nuggets in this game. Yeah, on the injury report according to ESPN, Bones Highland and Michael Porter are day to day. Other than that, everybody else is in. That line makes no sense. Absolutely.
Somebody's gonna get scratched about 10 minutes before game time.
Probably, knowing our luck, but Nuggets outright. And Nikola Jokic in his last 4 games has had a triple-double with at least 60% shooting. I believe that's the first time in NBA that somebody's gotten triple-doubles in 4 straight games with at least 60% shooting. Also, the Nikola Jokic has gotten 15 triple-doubles this year. And when he gets a triple-double, Nick, then the Denver Nuggets are 15-0. So if you like Nikola Jokic triple-double, parlay that with the Nuggets to win. There you go. Back to the chat for just a second. Nick, whenever Nick goes to a game, please announce it. Fair.
As long as they're at home, I'm going.
But who's stopping Giannis on that team? Giannis isn't going to get everything. And the Nuggets team has been pretty solid defensively lately. But 8 points is a lot. Yeah, it is. Porter not playing, though, but still too many points. Porter's got that personal issue, but I'm not worried about it. No Bobby Potties. That's my guy. Yeah, Bobby Portis is out today, yes. Nuggets money line, yes. No way losing it. Oh, come on, dude. Don't do this. Don't do that. Bucks -8. All right, Ice just wants to fade everything. Nuggets are too good for losing against Bambi team. Mavs losing last night was crazy. I said I didn't like the Mavericks. Anyway, we'll go to this game, Nick, which I know it's gross. I like this game.
Ooh.
Stop it. Get some help.
I had to. The Washington 100%. Wizards are at the Houston Rockets. The Wizards are 3-point road favorites. Total of 231 in this game. I have this game at Washington -1.5, so it's a slight lean towards the Rockets in this game. And I have this game at a 229, so it's a 2-point lean towards the under for me. It's no play for me in this game. It's a complete pass.
Give me the Rockets. This is a team that they finally got their first win, and they're going to figure out what a winning streak is now. But before that, they lost like 18 out of 19 games, and you're telling me that this team is only – I got it at +120? That line makes 0 sense. The Wizards only have to beat this crappy team by 3 points? Come on, guys. We're taking the Rockets today. Outright on the money line, and we're rolling with it. I know it's gross. Plug your nose and just bet it. I seem to have a good grasp on these types of teams. With them, the Spurs, just the crap teams, I normally seem to have a good handle on them. I like the Rockets outright tonight.
Good luck.
Screw my parlay. Pass. There you go. Stop it, Tim. Stop it. Maybe under. Yeah. Isles are the best. Sens -1.5. Nobody said Isles are the best. Nobody has said Isles are the best. 4 more games, Nick.
Yeah, the Memphis Grizzlies are at the Golden State Warriors. This is the last game that I have a play on today. The Warriors are -3, total of 245.5. And I told you I was on an ugly under. This is it. I have Golden State as a half-point favorite in this game. So it's a lean towards Memphis in this game for a side perspective. If I get 3 and a hook with Memphis, then I'd be a little bit more interested. This game is way too high of a total, though. I have this game at a 241.5. So I'm seeing 4 points of value here with the under in this game. So that's where I went with this one. I'm on the under 245.5. I think this line is way too high. So I'll grab some under.
I'm not going to worry about any points. I'm just going to take Grizzlies outright. I know Warriors at home, yada, yada, yada. Look at what Memphis did last time they played, Nick. 133-100 loss to the Kings.
They got blown out, yeah.
They got absolutely blown to pieces. Yeah, give me a bounce back game here. I will say Golden State did just lose to Brooklyn at home. This Grizzlies team is a lot better than, well, obviously they're number 2 in the West. They're a little bit behind now, but they're number 2 in the West. This is a Memphis team that's been really, really good this year. It's not the do factor. They've lost 3 straight games. But I will say, this is going to go one of 2 ways, and this is why it's not going to land Milwaukee lose by 1. It'll end up being Milwaukee outright or Golden State by double digits. So I think Memphis has a decent shot to win outright. Give me the Grizzlies. Money line plus 133. I took some shots with money lines today instead of just going plus the points. So I took some shots with some money lines.
There you go.
A 2 boost 1. Cool. Over is good. Over the 245.5. So he's against you on that one. Give me Klay Thompson, the striker, over for his threes. And of course, he gets up for this game. That's fair. Oilers and Reg, Kraken minus the half. Grizzlies, Nuggets is on my card today.
Good luck. I kind of think Vancouver is live in this game. I mentioned it. I took the team total. And Oilers and Reg, good God, you're laying some juice. Oilers and Reg, what is that line? Minus 235. Have fun with that one.
Yeah, you have fun with that game. And I do like your 2 NBA plays. Mavs killed my 19-legger. Jesus, dude. 19-legger. Denver plus points in the over. Yes. Bulls and Mavs screwed my parlay. I got you. Houston
placing the parlay killed the parlay.
Houston outright. Houston outright today. Come on. No Steven Adams. Line went from -7 to 3.5. I don't really care who's playing. Warriors, no. 19 leg parlay. Stop. Get some help. Exactly.
Which that kind of reminds me, Tim. I'm thinking about either starting it tonight or sometime. I think I'm going to start a little bit of a series to kind of show. I'm going to do probably 3-leggers. I'm going to do a series of free pick videos like we do hockey and NBA and college basketball at night. Where it's going to be called the Do Not Bet Parlays parlay, and it'll be 3-leggers.
You've already tried to do that before, so
yeah, but I'm going to try it more than 3 episodes.
I like the Grizzlies.
I like the under.
60-point Klay is coming tonight. No,
I hope not.
Per your document, you lean towards Wichita State over Tulane. Okay. Let's keep on rolling. I actually got plays in. Well, I actually didn't bet the last game on the card. I didn't bet the last game. I wanted to.
Yeah, I don't think I have any more plays on this NBA slate, which is totally cool. It's only having 5. I like these plays. But the Blazers are 3.5-point favorites against the Utah Jazz. Total 239 in this game. For this one, I have the Blazers as 2-point favorites, and I have this game at a 235. So my numbers suggest actually that there's some value on this under. Did I type this in wrong? Or is it actually a 239? Because I don't remember seeing value on it when I bet it earlier. So
238.5.
238.5. That's why it's a 3.5 point value, not a 4-point value. So I stayed off of this one. This one was a pass for me.
I grabbed another dog. I grabbed the Jazz, and it's one of those. You back the Jazz as a dog, not a favorite, and I didn't care about the 3.5 points. I grabbed the money line plus 140. I'm gonna take some plus money shots. If they lose, they're plus money. I think if I have a dog, I think they're gonna win outright. I'm not really worrying about points. And if it happens to kill me, it kills me. Whatever. I'll take the Jazz today. They're 20-7 against the spread as a dog. I'll take that. I'll roll with the Utah Jazz tonight to beat the Trailblazers. I'm not a big Portland person. I don't think they're a good team. I still think that they're wasting Damian Lillard's talents in his prime. So
yeah.
I think that they should have dealt him about 3 years ago. But give me the Jazz.
Yeah, that's where you want the Jazz as a dog, right?
Correct. Bet a parlay. Don't bet a 3 to 4 parlays are optimal.
Yeah, two to three. Yeah, I'm gonna
threes.
probably for that series gonna do threes.
Best way to go 2-1 3-leg parlay. You got better odds of winning the mega ball than hitting that parlay.
Yeah.
Utah. You get Utah. All right, Nick, here's one of my favorite teams right now.
Yeah.
And no, it's not the Raptors.
I was going to say, you love the Raptors. They're at Sacramento. Sacramento's 3.5 point favorites. Total 237 in this game. I have this game at a 237, so I think this number is right for the total. And I have the Kings as a 3.5 point favorite. So this is a layoff for me.
If people aren't putting respect on the Kings' name, I don't know what you're doing. This is a team that's 27-19, and they're third place in the West right now. I think they have a really good shot at making the playoffs for the first time in like 20 years. Like they're the longest drought in professional sports. And I think they finally got it. They finally are
figured it out,
having something in the right direction. And I believe I did have some type of futures with this. Let me go. Yes, I did have futures with Sacramento this year.
Did you have them to make the playoffs?
I have over 34 wins.
They're going to smoke that before the All-Star break.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, I looked at because
that's a great look.
Yeah, I sent myself my futures, and I kind of went through them a little bit. So when I looked through it, I have the Nets under, which I'm not really too excited about, under 50.
Yeah, no.
I have the Nuggets over, looks solid. I have the Bucks over, looks okay, over 53. Minnesota over, nah. I have the Pelicans over, looks good. Knicks under, looks like garbage. One of my favorite ones that looked really good. The Suns under 52.5 wins.
You're loving that they have had injuries. You love that.
I have Portland under 39.5, which looks okay. I have Sacramento over 34. I have San Antonio over 22.5. They're at 14. So that's not terrible. And then I have the Raptors over 46.5. That one's not going to get there. And then championship teams. Milwaukee $7, $750 for Clippers, $1,600 for Nuggets, $2,500 for Memphis, $2,800 for Minnesota, $4,000 for Pelicans. So those still look good. I don't have Jokic and MVP. Mine are two losers with Giannis and Morant. And then the other ones are kind of done. But I like the Kings in this one. I took them minus the points. Work towards my prop. I really appreciate it, Kings. They've been really solid. They've been making me money. They've been one of the most profitable teams in the NBA. Give me the Kings. Sorry, I kind of spoke for a little bit.
Yeah.
Lakers got Hachimura and a few trades and a trade a few days ago. Yeah, it won't matter. Marcus, that means nothing. Yeah. Sacramento. Yeah, Sacramento.
Xavier plus 6.5 over UConn.
Why the heck did you write it that way?
Why did I understand that?
I thought you were trying to write out a formula. You have fun with that one. Right.
Yeah,
They'll be
X plus 6.5.
But they do not. But they're not doing nothing playoff wise. Yeah. I don't think they make the plans. Nick, you can't like the Knicks ever, even though they got your name on it. They won.
I bet them
night,
right? They made me money last night, so that's why I like them.
The Lakers.
Plus, they're the New York team. They're the New York team.
Lakers do need AD. I think AD should be back today. Which, if that's the case, then I will have to add one more play to my card.
Yeah. Which, by the way, with the Knicks, I mean, that would probably be my default NBA team because I'm a sucker for orange and blue. So, Nets, Islanders. You can throw the Knicks in there, I guess. I don't care about the NBA, though. That's last game of the night. The Lakers are 5.5-point favorites on the back-to-back. They're playing the Spurs. That is why. The total is 243 in this game. I have the Lakers as a 7-point favorite, so it's a lean towards them, and a 240.5. So this is a stay off for me for the side and the total perspective. If I was doing my do not bet a parlay last night, probably Lakers money line would be that third leg. But no, this is a stay off for me.
I'm this close. I have it on the picks and parlay screen right now. San Antonio outright plus 204. Staring me right in the face.
But
the return of Anthony Davis.
But to flip your words on you, what did we last see from the Lakers?
They lost to the Clippers.
Yeah, how did they lose to the Clippers?
By a little bit. They didn't cover.
They got blown out.
But and this is why I'm not betting the game. But if I was, it was Spurs. Yeah, we saw that. Anthony Davis is on track to return Wednesday's game against the Spurs.
Okay.
If Anthony Davis gets ruled in, I'm grabbing the Spurs outright.
Oh, yeah, you'll probably get a great price on them.
Yeah, that's why I'm not betting it now. Because if they announce him in, the line's going to end up going to an 8.5, 9. And I will grab the 9 points, and I will grab the money line. But for right now, I'm staying off. But although Spurs were staring me, death beamed in the eyes, saying, bet me. And I'm not doing it.
Don't be weird. Don't be weird.
Easy win for Sacktown tonight. Don't say that.
It's practically a lock, right?
Anthony Davis, 10 solid games, then injured for 20. Yep. Oh, Lord. Bleed that orange and blue.
I love orange and blue.
Westbrook double-double or Thomas Bryant. Neither. Go Spurs. If not tonight, they said the next game against Boston, he'll be back. I'll be on Boston then. Lakers money line. That is very, very chalky. And no, I would not bet that. Spurs. And the over. Oh, yeah. You know what? What was the total in that game? That's why I didn't bet it. It was 243. It's an
by
over.
the way, Markel, tomorrow I'll rock a Knicks jersey if I have it in my. I think I have it in the office. I'll rock a Knicks jersey tomorrow. They play the Celtics.
I thought I had the Knicks jersey.
I think it ended up in my what do you call it? My suitcase.
Cool. Anyways, hey.
Or no. I think it stayed in Greenville. Because I wanted the Knicks jersey.
Anyways, that is all the games, Nick. We'll go ahead and pay some bills before we head on out for today.
But before that,
yes.
Happy birthday, Dad. Happy birthday.
Hi, Dad. Happy birthday. I'll see you in a little. We do some type of lunch today. I'll see you in a little bit. But happy birthday, Dad. What is it? 29 years old. No, I'm kidding.
No, he's on his way to go get
happy
AARP.
birthday, old man. There you go.
Yeah, he's on his way to go collect Social Security now.
Man, he comes in and says, hi, we start roasting him. I'm sorry, Dad. That's Nick's fault. Anyways, we'll go ahead and pay some bills before we head on out. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, Merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBet.com website. It's all linked down below. Also linked down below is the new channel, ESB Esports. I'll actually go ahead and put it in the chat as well. Make sure you guys check out that. I've been posting two to three videos a day over there, especially during the Blast Premier groups. I will say it has not been good so far, and I'm probably going to end up losing my first bet of the day, which was Nip. But to be fair, I was not expecting Hampus to get replaced today. So that one kind of, I bet it before that. But anyways, check out the ESB Esports. Links now in the chat as well. Also, check out Ballin with Tim Earle. That's on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. You guys should pretty much know that YouTube channel by now. That one's already premiered. And then SeatGeek for all your concert tickets, sporting event ticket needs. ESB at checkout, $20 off your first purchase. Back to the chat for just a second. If you guys do it, it might give me hope to bet on them tomorrow. You do that.
If I wear the
Ice says happy birthday to Mr. Earle. Hey now. Them stinks. Yes, I do. And there's the link to that. Recap for today, and I probably like this NBA card way, way too much.
By the way, a little bit of interesting news here for the USFL. That'll be the stadium for this season will be the Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton, Ohio. But for me, I'm gonna bounce real quick because I got 8 minutes to get to class. For hockey, I'm on the Rangers, the Islanders, Canucks team total over, full game over. In the NBA, I am rocking with the under in the Sixers game. I'm on the over in the Pelicans game. I don't think I typed in that game. Oops. Pelicans, T-Wolves.
Oh,
over.
yeah, I'm on the T-Wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, you forgot to type that one.
Yeah. Thunder money line, Nuggets +8, and the under 245 in Memphis and Golden State. I got to bounce.
There you go. See ya. It does seem like a good under day. It's always an under day for me in college basketball. Yeah, happy birthday to Earle Sr. No, my guy Bobby has a sprained MCL. Could be honestly Fry. Ooh, that sucks. That's rough. Yeah, my plays today include Thunder, Nuggets, T-Wolves, Rockets, Memphis, Utah, and Sacramento. So there you go. That's it for today. I want to thank everybody for watching, and we'll see you guys next time on another edition of the Earle Sports Bets show. We'll see you later.